Hello everyone, hello from beautiful Bali, and today is a day for experiments for me. A friend of mine recently told me that he really enjoyed reading my posts on Facebook and would like to see those in video format. And when I heard that, I was utterly terrified. And since lately I've come to realize that it's not about whether I'm terrified or not, but it's about what I do with it. Today I have decided to face that fear and just come out and share. So what am I sharing about? I thought of this practice that I've had in the last couple of years actually, of identifying a couple of limiting beliefs, usually 3 limiting beliefs that I've had that were broken in that day, and in this way I gained a new perspective or a new insight on some aspect of myself and others and reality. So today I would like to share with you about my 3 insights from yesterday. I went to an authentic relating circle here, which is an amazing practice that I've been doing ever since I arrived basically, and it involves a circle of people getting together and sitting in a circle and just taking turns to really get in touch with themselves, with their sensations, with their emotions, with their thoughts, and express those to others, and in this way trigger maybe reactions, maybe impacts in others that are also there, and just share and exchange what those are and see what comes out of all of us. And it's an amazing practice of vulnerability, of removing that social mask and just seeing what happens when you really just stay true to yourself no matter what. And yesterday was a very interesting day for me in the circle. It was very tiring because for the first time ever I got to experience the emotion of anger there. And that's an emotion that's very unfamiliar to me overall. And it was just amazing to see it. So what did I learn from anger last night? First of all, there was, let's say, the question of where did that anger come from. So it came from the fact that I was sitting in a group of people who were all very positive and excited and curious and happy to be around people that wanted to go deep and be authentic, and everybody was saying those kinds of things, but nobody was really sort of going deeper than that. And I felt that I wanted to go deeper than that, and I was afraid to do so because the vibe of the group was not like that. And I was feeling angry because that feeling of mine made me believe that those people around were not being real, were not being authentic. And in a way, my rage that I expressed to them was my way of trying to break down their walls, or break deeper down to their core. And it was my weapon of connection. It was an aggressive way of connecting to them and of shaking them, and it was an aggressive way of shaking myself, to really go there, allow myself to go there in a group where I felt no one wanted to go there, and I felt alone, and I felt angry that I'm alone. And yeah, so this was the first lesson for me last night, of my anger with their positivity and my feeling that this is not real, it's just a reflection of my own fear of disconnection because I was feeling other things. So the second lesson that I got was like this thing, the whole concept of reality. Like one of the other people said basically, I'm questioning what's real, I don't know what's real, you know, and I realized that you know, there is this somehow a belief in me that if people don't express negative things, they're not being real. Like positive emotions, you know, if you think about it rationally, are just as real as negative ones. So it was interesting to see that, yeah, that I was labeling, first of all, positive and negative, and second of all, real and unreal. And when I dug into that, what I realized was that yeah, that negative emotions are that I see in others are just a way for me to be able to trust them, because they have absolute freedom to express or not express whatever they want, to display any layer of their being or their personality that they would like to express in this moment. So it was just about me and my ability to trust them, and my fear of, you know, the unknown that each of them holds, the unknown that each of them like kind of has underneath what they're showing to me. And yeah, and that's real. And yeah, and I just realized it's just yeah, that negative and positive emotions both are real as the sky. Yeah, so that was my second lesson. And my third lesson came from one of the guys that kind of joined me in my anger and came out at me actually, for like sort of my aggression. And he came after, like, actually while we were still in the circle, and he sort of apologized to me. And when he did, I felt this really deep sense of relief, but not because he apologized and because I took it personal, but it was a relief because I was also feeling this need to apologize to people for creating this discomfort for them. And by experiencing his apology and seeing how I actually enjoyed more his anger than his apology, it was sort of liberating for me to know I don't need to apologize. Each of those people has their own reality, and, you know, in a way, if something that I did triggered them to look deeper in that reality or to feel anything negative or anything, that's their own thing to own and to look into and to deal with, because it's really not about them. This was all about me, and there is nothing to apologize for. You know, that we should all stand in, like, just whatever it is that we want to share or we want to feel, or, you know, go as deep as we want, and we have that freedom. So yeah, this was the third lesson from last night. And with this I'm finishing. Wow, it's 9 minutes now, and I am looking forward to see how does all of this sound to you guys, whether you find any kind of let's say relatability in it for your own life and for your own way of dealing with yourself and connecting with others. So yeah, I thank you for listening and have an amazing day.